Hey guys, John Richards here. I want to welcome you back to my channel, or welcome you to my channel, whatever it is, the first time maybe. Before I start, one of the things I want to talk about today is creating routines at home. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because right now we're in the middle of the coronavirus quarantine. So depending on whenever you've listened to this video, this is for that time, but it's also for any other time. You should have routines. And you should have routines for home, but what I wanted to start out with today is the first thing that I was taught by one of my mentors, and the best routine that I think I've ever implemented into my life was going to bed and waking up at the same time 7 days a week. Just because we're in the middle of a quarantine, just because we're probably working from home right now, doesn't mean it should be time you stay up half the night and sleep in the next day. Because you should seize the opportunities in your life right now. And you should make sure you have routines that establish your day, that kind of sets those tone of your day. Because one of the things you can do is you can get very depressed if your routines kind of just totally fall apart. You're kind of wondering what's going on, what's going to happen. But if you're sticking to your routines, it just keeps you moving forward in the right direction. So the first one, like I said, would be go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. So like for me, I try to go to bed by 9 o'clock every night, and then I wake up by 3:45 the next morning. Never after 3:45. It's usually around 3:30. I think it's like 3:20 this morning. And then I immediately go in and take a cold shower, because it boosts my immune system, which again is big for the corona outbreak right now. Excuse me. The second routine, that you need to really implement, I think is very, very important, and it creates a proper mindset, is your morning routine. Now, I started a morning routine probably about 7 years ago after reading The Miracle Morning written by Hal Elrod, and I've scripted it and I've improved it over time, but I stick to the same basic stuff, but it's all based around, creating a proper mindset, to getting myself ready for the day, which is really important going through what we're going through right now. Again, depending on when you listen to this, the outbreak or the quarantine may be over. But again, I think it's really important to have this as part of your routine, as part of your rituals for the day. So the morning routine, and just tell you real quick what mine consists of. As soon as I get up, again, I go immediately and take a cold shower. I try to go 3 minutes. Most of the time it's less, because that's a hard one. You're getting out of your comfort zone. But I do that to get uncomfortable right out of the gate, to do something really hard right out of the gate. And then I immediately come in and I meditate for 20 minutes. As soon as I'm done meditating, then I visualize my top 3 goals for the year, and then I pray. And then as soon as I'm done praying, I make a cup of coffee, and then I read for 30 minutes. Then I journal, and then I do what I call gym prep. And yes, even during the quarantine, I'm very blessed. I have a full gym in my house. And I know a lot of you don't. We're going to have a video talking about what you can do without equipment, but you still should do some kind of exercise. And as soon as I do that, I take a break, and then I'm on with my work day. But a morning routine, what it does for me, and I don't allow any distractions. I don't turn my phone on, any of that stuff. I make sure I, eliminate all distractions. I don't look at text from the previous day. I don't look at email and all that stuff, because I want to be totally distraction-free. That way I can get through. Because if you allow distraction in, then all of a sudden your visualization won't go well, your meditation won't go well, your prayer won't go well, because that's all you're thinking about. So don't allow any distractions in. So morning routine is very, very important. And I think the most important thing you can do is script your next day. And how I do that, and I've talked about this on other videos, is at the end of every single day, just think of what are the 3 most important things you need to do tomorrow. What are they? And don't make them entire projects, things that you can actually get done, So maybe it's call someone. Maybe it's complete, like I'm doing today, complete 3 videos, or maybe completing a certain number of calls. Because the worst thing you can do is not to have a plan for the next day to move you forward on your goals, especially, with what we're going through right now. You know, because this is not a time to sit on your hands. Your family depends on you. You know, and the opportunities online or whatever, you can still move your business forward. People need this right now. You know, so let's say they're unemployed or they got laid off. They're going to be looking for ways to work from home. They're going to be looking for other opportunities. So you owe it to them to share that with them. So 3 important things you need to do tomorrow. Now, the most important part of that, what's the one must? Okay, let's say something happens tomorrow. What's the one that you're going to make sure that gets done? That's your one thing for the next day. I always identify what's the one thing. I try to get all 3 done. And then I time block those in. So whatever that must is, I go in and I block that into my calendar for tomorrow. I don't do this tomorrow. I do it today. Sometime in the middle of the afternoon usually. And then I block in the other 2 and I time block those. Now I'm telling you, if you do these things, so go to bed and wake up at the same time 7 days per week. Get that routine established. Okay? Create a morning routine for yourself. Get your mindset right. And then last but not least, plan the next day. 3 big things, 3 most important things you can do tomorrow, and then 1 must. Hey, make sure you comment. Make sure you tell me if you like this video. And tell me what else you'd like me to do videos on. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell notification on the side so you get notified of any future videos. Hey, go out and make it an awesome day today, guys. Thank you so much.